Debbie guys here, Boku No Hero Academia chapter 95, the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. Or the end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. No. The first time. Beginning of the end and end of the beginning. And pretty much that chapter title sums up this whole chapter. That we get that it's the end of All Might. So his stories, his time as hero was ended. And now we're getting the stuff with Deku being the next symbol piece of All Might, training Deku and all this time on Deku. And this was pretty much the last chapter in the Kacchan Rescue Arc, or maybe the beginning of the next arc. But basically, I actually really enjoyed this chapter. There were some really intense feels at the end, especially with All Might and Deku. And this was also really well written transition arc. We just finished the intense stuff with All for One, and then All Might. I was confused if it's One for All for One and All Might. That was some really intense stuff. So this is a nice cool down chapter. We get to see the beginning with the police force with it, where it's actually it's nice and silly that they realize that maybe it didn't go the way that they thought. All Might technically won the battle and All for One is locked up, but really deep down, Tomura and the villains all escaped, and now there's something to fight for. And they think maybe this is All for One's plan. Maybe All for One didn't really want to fight at the beginning. He wanted to pass the lineage for Tomura and for Tomura to fight. And the police keep going on they also realize that Tomura is not like this child, because in the beginning chapters we even get to see him state oh, Tomura has a mind of a child. His plans are very thought out. He just does it's his way or the highway kind of thing. Like a child, like a very bratty child. But they as we see Tomura involved, we know that's not really true. That's not really Tomura. It's a personality in his mind. He's deeper than it. His mind goes deeper. And finally we get to see the police understand okay, maybe he's not a low risk. Maybe he's a high risk. Anyways, probably my favorite part of the chapter was, even though probably everyone's favorite part, but the All Might and Deku stuff was just so intense, and you can literally feel the emotions rubbing off All Might, because his goal was to be the symbol of peace, and now he realized he can't do anymore, and he's just Deku, it's your turn. I'm putting my time to you, and Deku just cry all over the place. And we get to that final panel of the sea, and it's All Might's time as a hero is now officially done. This is the end of the story. And it's really interesting to see where Boku No Hero Academia is gonna go from here. What's gonna happen? Because the beginning of the chapter states that the world is in chaos, the city's in chaos. Everyone knows of All Might's weak form, that basically he's being weakened. He's could possibly die anytime soon. Will All Might die? Probably not for a while. I think there has to be a point where All Might dies, or else I don't think Deku's character's gonna there's gonna be a point where Deku's character's it reaches a wall where he just can't develop. He's maybe he can't see the reason why, and maybe that All Might's dying last wish is gonna push Deku to be define his clear path. And it was a little off topic there, but again we see everyone's reading the newspapers. We get that one panel where it's they brought Kacchan to the police, and it says Kacchan is quiet, and I swear all the Boku No Hero fans are please Kacchan, please do not turn evil, please do not pull a Sasuke on us. Because I swear, if you want to say one thing to Boku No Hero fans, imitate them, Boku No Hero is just like Naruto. And I swear, whenever I hear that, I just feel just punching that person in the face, just choke slamming, and just be no, nothing at all. That's one thing to say to any Boku No Hero fan. Now will just piss them off. So you literally feel the Boku, everyone's Kacchan, please think that. Because there's that one part where he's quiet, and you're oh no, there's still a possibility. But it's looking towards that Kacchan is gonna stay good. I hope that he stays good, because I really enjoyed like Boku no Hero, like the character interactions, the development, just the thought process. We get to see like that one chapter we saw Deku's like mind, like the way he thought how to rescue Kacchan was really good. But anyways, some two of the last part I want to talk about was the Shimura Nana stuff, where she talks about like where Grand Tuono talks about, oh, she had a son, but because the father died young, she didn't really want to involve him in this hero aspect. She left him to a foster care. And honestly, I get where she's coming from, but I never really understood that from like any kind of story where the mother gives up the child, the benefit of the child. I understand there's like adoption's fine and stuff with the mother, all like there's no way she can. But she's kind of like blocking that child's free will to choose who wants to be. Like she's like just from the beginning, she's not letting the child be who he really can be. That's a whole new world. Like be the mother of Shimura, and I guess the previous One for All like user. So I don't know. It's just really interesting. And it leaves that mystery of who the son is and who the original son is of Shimura Nana. I saw some stuff of it being All for One, but I really don't think it's All for One being the son. Because we all thought that Tomura was the son of Shimura Nana, but the twist was that it was the grandson. So that big mystery who the son is, and we still don't know how Shimura Nana fall. We have hints that it was All for One's doing, but what really happened? How did Shimura Nana's husband die and that stuff? Wherever her son is, who knows? And pretty much, last part of the thing I want to talk about is Endeavor's character in that part where Shoto, cannot say his like his first name. The way Shoto comes home, we see Endeavor's all pissed off, and you would think that he'd be happy that he's gonna be #1 now, but in actuality, he's like, no, I wanted to defeat All Might at his full power. Because my full power is stronger than his power. I do not want to be #1 just cause he's down for the count. That's some really good, like, interesting stuff about Endeavor's personality, because we like what we've seen just far, we just think Endeavor's like this hot-headed pun there, but we think he's this hot-headed guy who just wants to be #1, and he's gonna make his son to be #1 and be a real douche. Like he's pushing his son. He's like because he couldn't complete his dream. He wants his son to complete his dream. It's not really like a fatherly figure. But this chapter shows the other side of him where, like, there's just a pride to Endeavor, and that's what I really, really enjoyed. Anyways, I pretty much went through all the chapters. I don't know where Boku is going to go, but I'm really interested to see the path it takes. Because we know, like, the world's going to change. Maybe the villains going to be more, like, known around. They're going to be, like, more attacks than the villains. But, anyways, the stuff with Deku and All Might was amazing. I literally... You felt like All Might really passing the torch to Deku. Like, this was the ultimate, like, passing the torch. With a final say, like, I am done as a hero. It is now your turn. And it ran on a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Anyways, this has been Epic, guys. Signing out.